What's going on YouTube? My name is Marcus, aka Apostle, and today I am bringing you another Spellbreak guide. Today we are going to be talking about the Stone Gauntlet. I want to talk about the Gauntlet in particular because I want these videos to apply to anyone. Even if you're not playing the Stone Shaper class, you're going to get something from this video. If you are playing the Stone Shaper class, we will touch on some tips for that as well. So no matter what, if you're interested in the Stone Gauntlet at all, this is the video for you. If you do find this video useful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as check out the Twitch stream down in the description below. You can ask a bunch of questions there. I'm completely open to that, so if you have any questions, that's the place to go. Also, if you want to go above and beyond in supporting me, you can see my creator code right here. It's APOSTLE. You can throw that in the promo code section of the Epic Games store or in the Spellbreak store when it's out, and as well when you're buying V-Bucks if you play Fortnite. We're going to start off the video with the basics of the Gauntlet and get into more advanced stuff as we go along, and then to end it, we're going to do a fight breakdown, which honestly I think is the most helpful part out of this video. I'm going to take a fight using the Stone Gauntlet and explain exactly what was going through my mind in the fight and why I made each decision I did, so I think you guys will get a lot out of that. So be sure to stay until the fight breakdown. Anyways, let's get into the video. As for the basics, the Stone Gauntlet's primary has a slow projectile that travels along the ground and hits really hard. This projectile has issues when it's climbing up slopes and going down slopes, but it has a bit of an easier time going down them. If you're using the Stone Shaper class, your primary is going to cause you to gain 5 armor for a max of 20. Once you hit level 2, your primary attack will allow you to fall from the sky faster, giving you some better timing opportunities when using your Stone Gauntlet. Your secondary ability is going to be your Boulder. This does exactly what it sounds like. It throws out a giant boulder which causes damage to whoever it hits and anyone in the immediate vicinity. If you're playing the Stone Shaper class, your third skill is going to cause your boulders to grow in size as they travel through the air, and your fourth is going to allow you to store up to 2 boulders. The Stone Gauntlet can be really good in certain situations, especially against new players who don't really know how to counter it. But a really bad habit that I see a lot of players doing is relying almost completely on the Stone Gauntlet, even in situations that it isn't good in. This Gauntlet really excels in open areas and is bad in areas with lots of sharp level changes because of its issues ascending and descending surfaces. If you run into a good player, they will immediately change how they're moving to be sure that the stone cannot hit them. Basically, what they'll do is they'll try to stay on surfaces that stone can't reach them at. For this reason, stone tends to work best if you can surprise players with it by sneaking in a primary attack in between your second gauntlet's attacks. Speaking of second gauntlets, let's talk about what to pair with the Stone Gauntlet. Stone is a close to mid-range situational gauntlet that can quickly change the momentum of a fight. Since this is a situational gauntlet, you'll want a secondary gauntlet that you can really be consistent with when stone is a bad option. Since stone can only hit targets on the ground, having a secondary gauntlet that allows you to do damage to enemies out of stone's reach is a necessity. Ice and lightning are good options if you're looking for a little bit more range. Ice would definitely be the more difficult of the two because you have to make sure that you don't get caught close range in an area where stone doesn't do well, because then you basically have no gauntlet that's going to help you out there. If you want to play a more close range in your face playstyle, you can use fire or wind. Personally, my favorite gauntlet to run with stone is fire, but wind could be just as viable. The reason that I prefer to use fire with stone is because your stone will carry your flames, causing chaos on the battlefield. This increases your damage and is also just really fun to do. Personally, I wouldn't use Toxic with stone because both gauntlets are close range, they have no combinations together, and they both have a difficult time hitting enemies in the air. This is going to put you at a pretty big disadvantage. Stone Shapers are meant to be the slower, tankier class in Spellbreak, but with the correct runes, the gauntlet itself can pair well with high mobility. You can run the classics Dash, Shadow Step, or Spring Step to be unpredictable and dance around your opponents in close range combat. This is a really fun playstyle and can really help you land more stone shots because you can surprise your opponents with your movement. You can also run Flight or Teleport, which will give you a good third party potential and also a high potential for escaping and chasing. So if you feel like you're getting stuck in fights or all of your opponents are getting away, these may be good options for you. Alright, let's get into the fight breakdown. What we're going to do is we're going to play out the clip in its entirety so you can see exactly how this fight plays out. And then we're going to go back to the beginning and I'm going to break it down for you, slowing it down and calling out exactly what was going through my mind. Let's check out the clip. Yes.
There's no rice, so it's just cheese and meat.
Okay. Thank you. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh god, I'm the worst.
Favorable matchup.
God, there's another team coming too.
Oh, fuck.
Keep crawling and I'll teleport out. Alright, now that you guys have seen this fight, let's break it down. First off, let's start off with my build here. I'm running Stone Shaper with a Flame Gauntlet on my left hand, a Common Teleport, which has, I think, a 20-second cooldown, and then a Green Stone Gauntlet. Something you're going to want to notice is I don't have an amulet, belt, or boots. If you don't know, an amulet gives you more mana, so my mana pool's super low. A belt gives you more shield, so if you're not the stone class, you'll have literally no shield if you have no belt. But the stone class always has an extra 20 armor, so out of the gate it allows you to use your passive to spam up shield on by spamming your auto attacks. And then no boots means that I'm super slow. I'm not very well looted. Let's be honest here. I'm running Harmony, Scavenging, and Recovery as my talents. Harmony is going to cause me to take less damage and make me immune to certain slows and freezes. Scavenging is going to give me health on kill, and Recovery is going to cause me to recover a percentage of my health that I lose. Not my shield, just my health. So basically I'm playing like a full tank sustain build here. You can also, if you're playing Stone, you can run Focused Mana as your first talent and Fervor as your second talent. Focused Mana is going to cause you to do more damage when you have max mana, and Fervor is going to allow you to attack faster. That's a little bit more of a damage build on Stone, so you can play that as well. And then for your third ability, you can also run Thirsty for a tanky ability. Anyways, let's get this started. I'm a little bit distracted. My girlfriend's dropping me off food, so thanks, Kaylee, for the lunch. I'm in a weird spot to fight with Stone. As you can see, there's a bunch of sharp edges. So if you're on the low ground here as a Stone user, you're not going to be able to attack up a lot of these edges, so this is not a good place to fight for Stone. I notice this guy has this little blue sheen on him here. That means he has Fortitude. It means he's immune to his next attack. So no matter how big, how small the attack is, he's not going to take any damage from it. So if you hit him with a big snipe, you're not going to do anything. So you want to usually use smaller abilities to get rid of his shield here. As you can see, I'm going to throw a boulder at him and he's immune. That's his shield like I was just talking about. And then I'm up on the high ground. I don't play Stone a whole lot, and Stone can kind of be weird with what it chooses to go up and down. Like I said earlier, it goes down things better than it goes up things. So this is a really sharp edge that I'm about to attack down. It actually does go down. You can see it goes. I just whiffed my shot. If we were flipped, if he was up there and I was on the bottom, there's no way my Stone is going to go up that hill. So then I drop into this ravine, which is terrible, because now my shots are not going to go up any of these cliffs that are around me. And I'm kind of trapped if they decide to play the high ground. What is good here is if they do play the low ground, which they are doing, stone will go through multiple people and hit them easier. Not hit them easier, but it'll continue going. If it hits somebody, it can hit somebody behind them. It's also a little bit easier to predict them while they're kind of trapped in an area like this, but we're both kind of trapped and just trading damage, which this is a 2v1, so I'm not going to be able to outdamage two people. I managed to take a lot of damage and use my TP to disengage, and as you can see, I turned around and just went directly away from them, but it worked out really well because it put me in an area where stone is really good. As you can see, I'm more in an open field and I'm attacking down slopes, so nothing's really going to block my stone shots. So I'm getting these guys to push me, I'm popping some pots, and I'm just slamming, and as you can see, I can't really see them, but stone isn't about aim as much as it is about timing. You only have to aim left or right. You don't have to aim up or down. You just have to time it for when they touch the ground, and you can do a lot of damage easily. So I can hit them while I'm not seeing them. So I'm kind of playing that to my advantage, so they can't see me, so they can't do damage to me, but I can still do damage to them. So I'm kind of playing that to my advantage, kiting this guy back into this open field, throw down flames. He throws down flames, which ends up working against him since my fire does carry. And then I just kind of bait him over. I notice here, I'm not really sure whether or not my stone shot's going to attack. I know he's low, so I'm trying to finish him off with the boulder, hit him with that. He's in the air, and I don't know if my stone's going to go over this rock. So I switch over to using my fireball there to finish him off. This guy is just super aggro and wants me dead. I don't know why. He pushes me into the open field, takes basically a free stone shot, and then I notice this guy goes right behind this rock. As you can see, my teammate's dead right here, right there. He's downed. So I'm kind of trying to figure out whether I should go for the res or not. I don't know at this point if I knew whether this guy was Tempest or not, but Tempest is the wind class, and it's basically a direct counter to stone. So if he attacks the ground with his wind shears, his like main attack, it's going to launch him into the air, so I can't hit him with stone. Honestly, it's a bad situation. So I'm trying to pull him into this open field, kind of just trying to play my time, go for the res, bait him out here, because I know if I push him, he's in a better spot playing around that rock. I'm not going to be able to hit him. So I bait him out a little bit, get a free shot, TP behind him, try to get another free shot, but I mistime it. And then I realize that he's in the air above me. So I hit him with the fireball. I know my stone is absolutely useless here. He's just winding and staying in the air. For some reason, I'm trying to hit him with stone, just throwing everything I can at him. I'm kind of panicking. I decide to play this rock here because I want him to come to me. I'm not going to be able to close the distance on him. I don't have boots, and he's Tempest, so he can use his wind shears to push him away fast and just kite me. So at this point, he knows I'm sort of low, so I'm kind of baiting him into some attacks. I get up on this rock, hide a little bit, and then focus on using my flame gauntlet to finish him off. I do throw out another stone there, which is stupid, another boulder, which could have worked, but I missed, and then I pop his vital stone, which is that yellow shiny thing. If you die with vital stone, at least on your first death, you go immune to damage for a small amount of time, and then you come back with a little bit of health, so it kind of gives you a little bit of room to escape. Don't take vital stone. It's a trash talent, and it's just not, it's not worth what it cost. I'm pretty sure it's a 3-cost talent, and so it's one of the most expensive, and you still die pretty much every time. Not good. I'm getting pushed by what seems to be his teammate. I'm low, my teammate's down, and he doesn't have a lot of time to get rezzed. So I use my teleport here to disengage. Let's go back to that teleport real quick. So watch here. So I'm looking at them, right? I'm kind of getting a feel for it. I realize this is a bad spot for me. So I turn around, I place my teleport here. So this is the destination to where I'm going to go. And then I turn around. And so I'm facing the opposite direction that I'm actually going to teleport. So I teleport out. I don't know if I look back, but basically the reason I turned back around, yeah, see, I look back. So now they think I teleported back out this way, when in reality, I went where I am. So now they're looking for me in the wrong direction, which allows me to get the res off. This fight went on for a little bit longer. I run into like 2 or 3 more teams, but I figured it was pretty good. It put me in some bad situations and then showed me getting out of them and putting stone in both a bad and a good situation. So I hope you guys realize where you should and shouldn't use stone from this. It also showed me playing against a Tempest player, which is a direct counter to stone, and kind of showed why Tempest does counter stone and why you shouldn't be so reliant on stone, and you should use your secondary gauntlet just as much, if not more, than your stone gauntlet. And finally, it showed you how to effectively use long cooldown runes. I had a common teleport, which is one of the longest cooldown runes in the game. You want to be really careful with your rune usage. As you can see, a well-used teleport helped me survive not once but twice. So I got out of that first fight where I was in a bad situation and put myself into a better situation, and then right here I got out of another bad situation and am able to get the res off. So you really want to use your runes effectively, especially if they're long cooldown runes, dash, shadow step, stuff like that. You could kind of blow a little bit more because they come off cooldown so quick, but still you want to make sure you have your rune up when you really need it, and you don't want to blow it on for no reason. So be careful with that. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as check out the Twitch stream down in the description below. I stream every day, and if you have any Spellbreak questions, I'm completely open to them, so be sure to check that out. Also, if you want to go above and beyond with supporting me, don't forget to use my creator code in the Spellbreak store or just the Epic Games store as a whole. It's in the top right, Apostle OG. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in the HoloLands.